During the year, you might have seen the kids from Racing to School at the racecourses. We've spoken to them numerous times. I get to speak to them the day before the Cheltenham Festival. Well, the day before this festival, 60 Year 5 kids from the local Willow Primary got to come to Doncaster to learn all about the St Ledger. Scott Dixon brought along a horse for them to meet as well, which is so good to see. And I'm delighted to say John Blake, the Chief Executive of Racing to School, is alongside me and just explain the landmark you guys reached this week.
Well, yes, it's been a great week for us, not only here, as you say, on Wednesday, but we reached our 250,000th participant. That was up at Catterick on Tuesday. We had a group of 30. I didn't tell them which one was the 250,000. All of them, I said. So we had a wonderful day there. We were at Andrea Jenokeith's yard in the morning, so we got to see, as part of National Racehorse Week, they could see how the horses were looked after, how much loved they are up at that wonderful yard in Leyburn. And in the afternoon, they were treated by VIPs at Catterick Racecourse, presented awards, 2 Best Turned Out awards as well, so that they had great fun, but learning all the time, learning about how racing is relevant in their community and how racing is so accessible, and it was a really great day. So yes, the charity started in 2001, the programme, and 250,000 in, and we're 25 years old next year. So pleased to take a moment to celebrate. It's not about patting ourselves on the back, but just a real tribute to the team and tribute to racing, because we work at every racecourse, open doors to us everywhere, trainers' yards, studs, and various.
Now, this is interesting what you're saying there, because, and you might have heard me on ITV saying yesterday, if the government's watching, just look at this place and what it does for the community. There are only 2,000 staff working here yesterday. The importance to the community. Now, what you're describing there surely can also play a part in a message to the government, can it? Well,
I think it's a parallel argument. The economic case has been strongly made, but by others. But I think, you know, it is that down payment that racing can make to the next generation without an immediate return. Bear in mind, Racing to School is all about a unique educational experience. That's first and foremost. We're not recruiting for people to come into the sport. We're not selling tickets. But, you know, the sport is so accessible, so charitable. Every single day there's a charity involved somewhere at a race card, that people feel it's part of their lives. So when they're driving past on the way to school, this is a place that they belong in as everyone else. So I think the community message is exactly right. It's completely allied to the economic message. And I think that the loss of any activity such as this would be a huge shame.
So if there's schools watching, teachers watching, headmasters and headmistresses watching today, particularly if it's an urban school, because society has changed so much, hasn't it? We need kids getting into contact with the countryside and horses. If someone's watching today and says, I think our kids would like that, what should they do?
Well, absolutely. This year we'll work with a record 17,500, but we want to work with more. And so they can get in touch with us. racingtoschool.co.uk is always the accessible way to do it. We have plenty of teachers that do that on a regular basis. We have so many new schools. We're booking into 2026, which is good and bad. Good in the sense we have the need for it, but obviously we want to satisfy that need as quickly as we can. So absolutely get in touch. If we can't get you to the race course, because a lot of schools obviously are outside of we don't want kids in a bus for 2 hours each way. Yeah. We can go to them, or there's trainers' yards. You said Scott Dixon brought a horse there. We're often invited into trainers' yards, as we were on Tuesday. Studs is another opportunity. Or my guys, many of whom are former jockeys, will go into the school with the equisizer, virtual reality headsets, just to create a lesson and an assembly that will be indelible for them, and hopefully will be that link into racing.
Fantastic. 250,000 and counting. John, well done. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Ed. Thank you.
And well done to everyone else involved with Racing to School. Always love seeing this, the next generation sowing the seed, basically, for hopefully future racegoers and maybe future employees in this great game.